Hello, YouTube modeling community. Mike here, Mike's Miniature Motors. It's Thursday again, guys, and it's time for this week's Throwback Thursday. Um, I'm gonna do the video on the car here you see in front of you, and then I'm gonna talk about my wife because I didn't really explain anything last week, and I just want to thank y'all for all the prayers. But let's start with what's in front of you. It is the MPC AMT reissued it. Don't remember exactly what year. I believe it was called the Jawbreaker. I don't have the box for it anymore, and I used to have a second one, but I think I sold it at a model show. But it was it was kind of a challenge build from the same guy that challenged me to build the Monogram 37 Ford, and I forget what else Ronnie challenged me to build. All he built was pretty much hot rods, and he knew I built a lot of modern cars and things like that, and I have a huge hot rod collection, and at the time even more than what I have now, but just hadn't made the time to build any. And if y'all have seen on the Throwback Thursdays, it's been pretty much just the 32 Ford to this point, the Revell, when that came out. Anyway, mumbling on about that. This is, like I said, the reissue of the AMT kit. I always thought I thought it looked pretty cool on the box art. This was actually my first fade paint job. I'd never done one before, and this is all done with rattle cans. It's all Tamiya paint. I couldn't tell you. My guess would be Italian red on the front, then orange, then obviously yellow, and then the white. And going with the way I usually build things, I just like to color code everything. As you can see, I carry the yellow through, the red through, the orange through on all the different things. It is got ignition wires, as you can see, and I did put a fuel line on there. Again, like I said, just trying to carry the color theme, throughout. Ooh, don't know what that is. Anyway, neither here nor there. A neat kit. It was just a fun little build, and I just liked the way it was kind of a dragster, but it had the what would that be, like a 32 body on there? I don't know. Y'all dragster guys would probably know more than I do, but just a fun kit. The kit came with two different set of headers, some that went back, and I liked the way those looked going back, and I think some that just came down and up like a Zoomy, or just regular, what you would think of as what do I say, it's as general as dragster headers. But anyway, guys, that's about it for the build. And I'm going to say, do thumbs up, thumbs down, questions, comments. Enjoy interacting with y'all. And, tomorrow's Friday, so have a great weekend. And let me explain what happened to the wife, because I was really kind of vague last week. I want to say thanks, because I'm a firm believer in the power of prayer. Thanks for all those that were out there praying. They were felt. And those that did the best wishes. What had happened with the wife is I came home from dropping my son off at school one day, and she was doubled over on the bed in severe pain. She has a pretty high threshold for pain, so I knew it was pretty not a good situation. So I took her to the ER room. After blood tests and a CT scan, they discovered she had a ruptured appendix. The doctors were very reluctant to go in. On that first day, her white blood cell counts was in the 23s. They said they wanted to treat it with antibiotics because they would hope that it would form an abscess where the rupture was, and they'd be able to go in and drain it, and that would be the best course of action. On day 2, her white blood cell count was in the 14s. On the following day, they weren't starting to go back up. They were in the 17s. They did another CT scan. They decided to go back in. I was really scared, guys. I'd lost my dad from a very similar surgery. They were afraid of her going septic, and that's exactly what happened with my dad. Uh, her incision is no exaggeration from the bottom of her ribs to below her belt line. I don't know exactly what they did in there. Besides, I know they went and removed part of her colon, where her appendix is, and up to part of her intestine. Sewed her back together, and she was in ICU for several days, 3-4 days. I forget exactly the number. And they put her in a step down room for a couple days, and then in a regular room for 3 days, and then they finally let her come home last weekend. And so praise God she's home, but she's got a long road to recovery. Very sore, and to top it all off, when we took her in, we found out she was diabetic. So that's trying to change the diet around here at the Hintz house. I know I've mentioned it a couple times, but I've never done any videos, but I love baking, guys, so it's time to kind of change those up. In fact, I've actually made my first batch of sugar-free brownies, because brownies are her favorite treat. But so if y'all could just keep the prayers up, and hope for a speedy recovery for my wife, that I would really appreciate it. And thanks for those of you that have stuck along with it. I just felt I wanted to just kind of explain why my wife was in the hospital and what was going on with her. So again, thanks for sticking with me if you did, and everybody, God bless, and we'll see you next week. All right, Mike out. Bye bye.